because in the book I was like, yo, your life is so sad. It's so sad. Oh my soul, this lady, how is she going through so much and still forgiving?
Yeah.
I did not understand.
Yeah.
Still forgiving and understanding. It was like I was just like, and then when I got to meet her, I was like, wow, I will finally.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love her so much. Sweetest. Nyanbingelela nonke, wherever you are, my name is Nomndeni Maphanga, aka Indelible Famo, and welcome to the very first episode of Chakaza Mbali Podcast, a podcast where we talk everything women empowerment, from struggles to successes, and from beautiful or not so beautiful beginnings to happy endings. And today we are joined by a beautiful, intelligent, and free-spirited lady whose story I do believe would give us some motivation on how to deal with our day-to-day life. And without further ado, let us welcome Nolwazi R. Ngomane. How are you doing today?
Oh, well, thanks. How are you?
I am good, thank you.
You're so gorgeous, by the way, guys. She looks beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so are you.
Thank you.
We'd like to know more about who Nolwazi is, what does she do, and where is she from?
Okay, that's a very loaded question. Obviously, in Kamgalana Sporty, born and bred. Grew up here, so my family's here, everyone's here. I think that's why I am so confident in being like here, because I've got such a great support system, like my family, my friends. I love traveling. I love writing and reading.
Yes.
I love just being around good people. I love just exploring the world. I love Jesus.
Okay.
Let's not forget that.
Yes, her.
But yeah, that's just me in a nutshell.
So what does the R in your name stand for? Because it's Nolwazi R Ngomane. What does the R stand for? Is it a Swati name? Is it an English name? French maybe?
It's actually an English name.
Okay.
It's biblical.
All right.
But I'll keep it at that.
You'll keep it at that.
I'll keep it at that.
So you don't think maybe you took one of your traits from that?
Honestly, I
lady?
did. I really did. If you had to look at all the characteristics this person has in the Bible, I resemble that 110%. Like, I'm a go-getter. I'm like, I want everyone to come with, and I don't want to leave anyone behind.
Yeah.
I care for people.
Yeah.
I'm giving away too much.
Can I take a case?
You can.
Ruth.
Yeah. Did I
One
describe
for
her
me.
very well then?
Yes,
Yeah,
one for me. That shows
my
that I
name.
read my Bible.
You do.
Yes.
You do. I love that.
All right. So you had told us in the book, 25 years, a life and a half, written by you.
Yeah.
You told us that you've been planning on writing this book since you were 15, 16 years old.
Yeah.
Why did you want to start writing? Where did the love for writing come from?
So I grew up loving, so my dad is like a writing person who just enjoys being in academics. So he studied law.
Okay.
So anytime I was bored, he was like, go read a dictionary, you know?
Oh.
So yeah, it was very hardcore. Like, you need to read, you need to write. And I grew up just enjoying being in the English class, writing my essays, getting good marks for them. I felt like I could improve. And I felt like I was engaging with my teachers a lot. I wasn't a shy kid. So every time I got like a 60, I'm like, ma'am, why?
Yeah.
Why? What happened? What did I miss, you know?
Yes.
So then they gave me constructive criticism, and that helped me to be like, okay, maybe I've got a good hand in writing. I once wrote a poem. I was like very young, and I left it for my parents to read.
Yeah.
They were in tears. So I was like,
Oh.
okay, if I can do that to my own parents, I can move people.
You can.
So I've got this talent. Why not write? But you know, being young, you are misled. You don't know what to do with your life. You're not sure how to move around. So I started writing when I was 16, but it just chilled on my laptop for years. And then only later did I say, let me complete this book and actually make, a real thing.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So on that, what was your favorite subject in high school or in primary? What was your favorite? Because I hear that you love writing, so I'm assuming it's English.
It is.
It could be another. Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
I
did
enjoyed
English home?
Yes, home language, yes. I enjoyed it so much. The teachers were inspiring from primary school. You know, I remember in grade 6 when I moved to an Afrikaans school.
Yeah.
Actually moved in grade 5, but when I was in grade 6, this teacher was like, you've got so much potential. And I worked so hard. And then I got like number 1 out of the class. And I could sit, further from the class.
Yeah.
Which meant that I've got the highest marks. So that for me was like, okay, I've got social status, I've got this.
Oh.
You know, writing spelling tests, writing everything, you're getting 10 out of 10. It builds up your confidence. So I think that class, and I had great teachers, amazing teachers in high school. You know, shout out to Mrs. Anderson. She used to criticize me all the time, but for the best, you know, like simple thing as saying, how are you? And then people say I'm good. She would shout, you're not good. You must say I'm well or I'm fine. That's proper English. So things like that, I take it so seriously. And yeah, that's how I just started loving English, and I think that's the main, you know, subject that I enjoyed. Yeah.
So yes, I remember in the book you said that when you switched schools, there was a time where you asked your principal that could you wear your academic badge from your previous school, and he said no. But then later you saw another Afrikaans boy wearing his badge from the previous school. How did that make you feel?
Yo, I was crushed. I was crushed. You know, being a young black girl from an all English school to an all Afrikaans, you're kind of like confused. First of all, the first day was hectic because I didn't even have the uniform. So I was in casual and everyone's in a uniform. Everyone knew where to go, and I'm just starting to like figure out everything. The announcements, they understood and I didn't understand a thing. Obviously, I had learned Afrikaans through my dad and like the previous school, you know, but it was just basic things, not like something hectic as in like announcements are in Afrikaans. Social events are in Afrikaans, so you're just like, wow, there's a lot going on. So I approached the principal being confident, because I've always been confident, like from birth. Like I'm just that child who's just doing everything. I open my second, I'm that child. So I was like, I'm gonna tell this man that I just got an academic badge and I'm gonna wear it. So he was like, no, and I was like, okay, maybe it's the way of the school. Let me let it go. Like fast forward a year later, the same thing happens, but now it's in Afrikaans. Where I was like, how is that even happening? You know, but I didn't have the energy to fight it. I feel like I am very respectful of my elders, so I just let it go. But I never forgot.
You never forgot. Like I also wouldn't forget. But I just love how you just say you forgave them, you let it go. How easy? Like, because I feel like it's so easy for you to forgive people or forgive things that happen. How is that? How do you manage to do that? Because I would fail. I would fail dismally.
You know, it's part of having Christ, honestly. Being a child of God, you have no energy or no strength to fight. Even if you want to, the Holy Spirit will reprimand me and say, it's not your battle. Just let it go. It's not for you. So I forgive people because of that. And I'm someone who's in social media, so I see a lot of people, I meet a lot of people, and I have no time to bask in that energy, that negative energy, because imagine someone pissed me off earlier on and then I'm coming to meet you now, and then you get that, you know, the aftermath, and it's not fair. So it is not easy. Sometimes it takes me a lot of time, like months, days, weeks, a year, to like forgive people, but it's really tough. It's an internal thing you have to do, and you're doing it for yourself more than that person. So when you see that person, you okay, they're still stuck in that, I did her wrong or whatever, but you're like, I'm okay, you know. So
All right. So also, I saw that you struggled a lot when it comes to the other gender, when it came to men. Because there was a guy who in school came and strangled you for no reason. And then there was another one in the church bus who just came up to you and just wanted to start kissing you for no reason. The one on the cruise ship, the guy who threatened to kill you, and the guy who belittled you in the WhatsApp group. Like, how did you deal with all of that?
It was a lot. I cried a lot. Oh my gosh, I'm an emotional person. So I cried a lot. But like I said, support structure of my family, my parents, my dad literally will rock up anyway. Man, yo, someone hurt me, he's like, goopy. I'm there, you know? So he's been a big pivotal role of being part of the reason why I still, you know, a lot of people sometimes turn to other things, like maybe if I was hurt by a lot of men, maybe I wouldn't even see them as attractive. But my dad changed that perspective for me, so that I never hated men. You know, I'm still comfortable to be around men, even though you see how many of them hurt me. And it was a lot. But my dad has always made sure that I'm safe. Always made sure, even the one that threatened me in the WhatsApp group, it actually became physical because he was trying to chase me around with a knife. So it was a lot. But my dad being there, I have that confidence that nothing's gonna happen to me, you know. That's just how it is.
Did they diagnose him and like
He has
find out?
bipolar.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, it's not schizophrenia. Because in my head, I was like, no, this person needs to be
I
schizophrenic.
believe it could be too. It's a lot.
Yeah.
I think his dad is a psychiatrist, so his dad would prescribe him medication.
Okay.
But when your child is ill or your child is hurt or whatever, we are in denial a lot of the times,
Yeah.
and say, no, probably he's just moody or something. But sometimes it's actually like something is wrong with him. Yeah.
All right. So, with that, you did say that you went to school after all that drama happened,
Yeah.
like the boy threatening to kill you.
Yeah.
You went to school and you heard students talking about
Yeah.
your situation in front of you.
front of me.
And so now you did not even budge. You did not confront them and say, "Yay!" You just
I'm all talk, but come
Yeah.
in front of me, I'm like a small puppy. I'm like, yes, Abba. So, yeah, that happened, and it was so uncomfortable. Oh my gosh, I couldn't wait for the day to end so I can go home and cry
Yeah.
because I'm a big crier. But it taught me that people are gonna talk good or bad. Good or bad, they're gonna say whatever.
Yeah.
They were like, nah, look at. And I'm
Yes.
like, oh my gosh, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was really a lot, and I wish I had people around me at the time to be like, don't worry about them. This is gonna happen, Vel. It's
Yeah.
life. But I just said, okay, God, what is happening? And I took it, and then I went to school, and then I went home, and I cried. It was a
Yeah.
lot.
and that's why you got like depression and all of that.
Like I stopped going to school for a while because I was
Yeah.
like, these mean girls are gonna be there. I don't want to.
So you don't want to go
No.
there. You don't want to be near them. I understand, Shane. And so do you think that was the reason as to why you gave your life to Christ?
I honestly think that I had this calling from a long time ago. I was going to give my life to Christ regardless.
Yeah.
I gave my life to Christ at 14, very early, but to maintain it is very hard, especially in this rough world.
Yeah.
So I'm grateful that I gave my life to Christ, but I think I was going to regardless give my life to Christ, whether
Yeah.
I'm in a tough situation or I'm okay. I think the church that I was going to, the Sunday school teachings, my Sunday school teachers, my parents,
Yeah.
they drilled it in that this is for you to have a good life and for you to have a peaceful life, because Christ is peace. You need to do this, and
Yeah.
no one forced me. No one said, yeah, you need to, it was, you just have to eventually understand that this is important.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I was going to do it regardless.
Didn't you get any like weird backlash from people telling you that, hey, when you're too young to give your life to Christ,
Yeah.
you need to enjoy life,
Yeah.
you need to chop life. And
People
then-
are like, you're too holy, you think you're too holy, and it's like, no.
It didn't make you feel any type of way.
I was so confident.
Uh.
I don't know what it is, but I trust myself. When I do something, I'm doing it and I don't care.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and I had I have good friends in high school
Yeah.
who were like also giving their lives to Christ. So we would have prayer meetings and,
Yeah.
obviously at some point we were like in the world, which was very wrong, but peer pressure.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
at the end of the day, we stuck to Christ. We were praying for each other. We were like helping each other grow spiritually, sharing Bible verses,
Yes.
Yeah, it was just a good girl group. Yeah, very wholesome.
That's so cute. I wish I had that. I wish I had
Really?
Yeah, but I do have friends
Now?
who,
Okay.
like now who, we talk about Christ and all of that.
Yeah.
But we still need to work on that. We
Yeah,
still need to work on that
it's
very
a building
hard.
block
Yeah,
thing.
it is
yeah.
a building block.
Yeah.
So also I saw on YouTube. I did some research.
Yeah, yeah.
And then I saw on YouTube
Yeah.
that you had said that you waited for
Yeah.
marriage. You did
Yes.
not partake in any intercourse. You just waited. You kept yourself for
Yeah.
marriage. Why was that decision? Besides you living your life for Christ, some do fall short, and they, how did you do all of that?
Okay. It was really tough, honestly. I mean, I'm a human. I had crushes.
Yeah.
I had emotions. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
that's a cute boy. But, being a busy child,
Yeah.
like I had a lot of activities after school. So I had a full school day. And then after that, I had like practice for something, or I'm in this thing, I'm in a choir.
Yeah.
I must go do swimming. I must go do dancing. I must go do, so I never had the chance to actually date
Yeah.
while we were in high school. Funny enough, my husband did try to like reach out and try to, I was like, ew.
In high school?
Yeah, I was like,
Oh,
ew.
oh.
I was like, no,
Yeah.
no boys for me.
You're not like that.
Yeah, no, I didn't see him like that, and I kind of friend zoned him. And
Oh
then,
my
it
God.
was a lot.
Yeah.
But when I got to varsity, I met a guy, and some things happened, but we didn't actually have sex. So it was like a very interesting moment. And then I went to God.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't ever want to be naked in front of a man if he's not my husband, you know?
Yeah.
So it was a very uncomfortable come to Jesus moment. But I had to have it so that I understand that, okay, this is what I want to do with my life. And, you know, and I think that my husband and I worked so hard to keep it like that. Having a partner who also cares.
Yeah.
You know, at first, obviously, he was like, let me touch a boob, let me see this, let me lick this, let me, you know, but then I was like, this is what I want to do. How do you feel about it? And having the right partner, I think that's when I realized, oh, this one could be my husband. He was like, no, it's okay. Let's wait then, you know. So, yeah, finding the right partner makes everything better, honestly.
What did you say in your prayer?
Just Jesus.
Jesus.
Please. It just happened.
I need to take notes.
You need
to take notes.
No, it just happened.
Yeah, it just happened. Yes. So while we're on that, on your walk with Christ, what would you advise a younger person who says that, you know what, I actually want to start walking with Christ, but I do not know where to start? Yes, I read my Bible, but I don't understand some of the things because the Bible is complicated. So what advice would you give to a younger person or a person of older age, you know, who says that, you know what, let me just give my life to Christ. To get also want to make it to heaven. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I think it's so important to fellowship. Like, find your community, you know?
Yeah.
You can't do this thing alone. You can never do anything alone. My younger sister just had a baby, and she needed all of us there to do everything because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So you need a community. Find the right people, you know? If you can't find a church, just find people like your friends, start something, you know. In varsity, we started this young cell group meeting where we just wanted to share the word and talk about God and talk about our struggles in varsity with God, you know. So just find some sort of grounds with people and you know, we can pray for each other, we can like help each other, you know. I can give you some advice even though better, but I'm helping you out to say, okay, but maybe read this chapter, you know, maybe it'll speak more to you. So it's so important to find your people. And I know it's so hard because, you know, you think you find your people and then back bullish and then you're like, oh my gosh, I thought I had it, you know. So it's very, life is like that though, up and down. So it's very hard. But try your best. Try to find people. Try to find a church. Try to stay busy. That's a lot of distractions are good to stay away from, like immorality, like anything that's just negative. Yeah, just keep busy.
I hope you need to find a community, find a church, keep yourself busy in order to know, you know, get closer to Christ. And also, the more you get distracted, you stay away from immorality. And also on that note, actually, since you're a very bubbly person, I saw you like dancing.
I do.
I saw your videos.
Yeah.
And you also had mentioned that you actually love dancing.
I do.
Why? Because you had said that dancing is therapeutic, you know. You really love dancing like that?
I do.
Because till now, you're still dancing, girl.
I do, yo. And so that people will comment, let's jive. And I'm like, yes, jive. I love dancing. I think growing up, I used to be those kids about Vulisekel, back in the 10 rand shows. I used to be those kids. And it was the cutest thing ever. So I even have pictures in my family album. Vele, I'm like 1 year old, 2 years old, I'm Vulisekel. Vele, there's adults around me. You know, it was the cutest thing. I have lots of memories dancing in front of a lot of people. You know, I did grow up ekasinyana just for a few years. So that few years helped me to be confident. I feel like when I was ekasi, they're so confident because you know who you are. You know, you don't need anyone to tell you anything. You know yourself. So and it was the most cool thing ever. Like, I get to dance and nobody cares. They're just like, you know, your way out. And then, like, randomly I took this thing where there was an event at Riverside Mall, and then my friends and I were there, my best friend at the time. And then she was like, it was a Barbie thing, and then she was like, they want dancers. And I just went in the circle in Jalo, and I was wearing a dress.
Yeah.
You know, and then I was like, maybe this thing is corner. And obviously I took it on to primary school, forcing all my friends to dance. I used to like, us jiving, we're gonna win. There's a talent show. Then I took it to high school. And in high school it was so amazing because I got to experience and meet a lot of people. This one prominent Nelspruit dancer, Dani Doli, she was like to my parents, yo, why don't you take this child in for dancing from a young, like professionally so, you know, so my parents were like, we didn't know, you know, they didn't notice that maybe there's a talent there. So yeah, I just enjoy dancing. I did a lot of things in varsity as well. You know, I've got a cheerleading video. I coached some girls, you know, I just enjoyed. I have a good dance track record, I think. But how
was it dancing like for you opening Mbombela Stadium? Maybe
oh my word!
You were the girl.
Yeah, I was. I was. It was fun. I got to meet Somizi. He's a great dancer and choreographer. So it was amazing. Yeah, it was actually beautiful. I got to do it with my friends and a lot of kids from Nelspruit. So it was amazing. And to be part of history, absolutely loved it. I love leaving a mark.
I love it for you.
Thank you.
And I hope one day we're also gonna leave a mark right
definitely.
here. Right? Yeah. So also you had mentioned that you participated in school plays.
Yes.
And how was that? Because I saw that there was a teacher there. There was a teacher there. A problematic teacher there.
She was there.
She was. I felt like that was bullying.
It was.
It was. Please take us through the experience.
It was a lot. So I was doing a play, like you said, and it was beautiful because it was like Mamma Mia, but because it's trademarked, we had to change it to Mama Magic instead of Mamma Mia because that's an actual brand.
Yes.
So we did everything that Mamma Mia did, but now we call it Mama Magic. I don't understand, but it is what it is to save ourselves from being sued. I don't even think they were going to sue us. They're all the way overseas.
All the way.
Like,
but you never know.
You never know.
It might have.
You never know. So it was very big. I was casted as one of the sisters, one of the best friends to the one who's getting married, the daughter.
Yes.
The mom of the daughter who's getting married.
Yes,
I hope I'm not losing you.
I don't remember Mamma Mia.
Okay. So there's this lady. She was busy with 3 men, so she doesn't know who's the father of the daughter. So the daughter's getting married and she wants her dad to walk her down the aisle. So she asked the mom, like, who's my dad? And she's like, I don't know, because there's these 3 men. So yes, so I was one of the best friends of the lady, the mom, who had 3 men. So it was beautiful, it was great. But then, you know, I would say being a prefect, being in grade 12, there's a lot that happens. You have to study, you have to do this, you have to do that. So I couldn't always be there for practice, always be there for a lot of things. I was head of culture, so beyond just seeing if the play goes through, I also had to see other things. So the teacher didn't understand that I had a lot on my plate, and she was very mean. She was like, oh, where are you? Yeah, you know, okay, we're taking you out if you miss another practice. And I'm like, but you know my schedule so well. Like, why would you even? And she was one of the people who forced me to join, you know, and I told her, I have a lot on my plate. She's like, no, we will help you. We'll elevate the stress. We've got you. And I'm like, okay, I trust you. She's an adult. So I was like, maybe she'll move around my schedule so that it makes sense. She didn't do that. So she forgot that I have a lot on my plate. But yeah, so I didn't let that get to my head because I was still part of the play somewhere as an island girl, which I was happy because I was dancing. I had no lines, but I was dancing.
You were dancing.
And then, she was very mean and she made me pay for both costumes. She made me pay for a lot of things. She made me, you know, and I'm just grateful that the first opening night I got to be a main cast for my grandparents. May their souls rest in peace. They just passed away, shame recently. But they were there and they were so proud of me. After that, I was happy as an island girl. I was like, ma'am, you can demote me. I'm not stressed me now, you know? And it was a lot. I got bullied on stage, off stage rather, sorry. You know, a boy who, while we were practicing, you know, he thought it was cool to pull down my pants. And I was like...
That annoyed me so much because I was like...
How do you do that?
Daddy, bro. Like, okay, it's a girl, Shabu. A boy.
An exchange student. Yeah. Yep. And I mean, at the time, I understand... Yabona kuba understanding.
You're very understanding.
I am.
That's your problem. Please It's,
At
okay,
the
I
time,
can't say please change it, but
yeah, I can't. I can't change it. It's who I am. At the time, I understood why he did that. I was wearing a lot of things because when you are doing a production, you have to change, and sometimes you wear like ngequmba, like timbahla,
Oh, yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So you wear a jacket, like a this, and then maybe a jacket, and then a suit or whatever on top. So usually I'd be wearing 2-3 items underneath because from here I must go here, and the stage production will be like, no, just wear 2 outfits so that when you go off and come back, 10 seconds, we're just taking off your old clothes. So with this whole, it's theater basically, with this whole musicals and reviews. So what happens is that you have like a team, like learners who dedicate to focus on you. So I had a person who would help me get everything off, put everything on again. So that person was very dedicated. Sometimes they were 2, depending on how big or how complicated the outfit is. So I understand why he pulled out, because I would always have 2-3 things underneath, but not this day.
No.
Not this day. And that teacher, she let it slide, and I was so annoyed.
No, because I'd also be annoyed. What do you mean he just pulled down my pants?
Imagine.
My panties are exposed.
Imagine.
And you're laughing.
Imagine.
You're strong for that.
I am. No, I am.
You're really strong for that.
I didn't cry. Also, some part of me.
Good girl.
I did my best.
Good girl. Bogota to you. Bogota to you. So can you still do splits?
I can.
Really?
But I don't really do them as much now. But I think I can. I love being a gymnastic person, fanatic. So I do like to stretch. I do. Yes, I think I can.
Do you think that you could still go back if given the chance to? You'd still go back to gymnastics?
I would, but now the fact that I've grown, I feel like it's a lot.
Gymnastics really have.
It's a lot, and I'm gonna build muscle, and my mom doesn't like that. She's like, "Yo, imagine." Like, you know, she even forbade me from playing soccer because she was like, "So when I put this and I'm like, that's not true, you know." But so she's like, always, don't do this, don't do that, and I respected it. Also, gymnastics right now, it's a lot.
Consider it.
It's a lot.
Ballet?
Yeah, ballet, yeah, ballet. Because I've never done it. Yeah, because I've never done it. So I tried something new. But gymnastics, I did it, got tired, told my parents I'm not going again, and then,
Oh, okay, cool. And speaking of doing new things, what are you currently busy with right now?
Yo, I'm such a busy girl. So I'm a specialist wellness counselor.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically that's like underneath a psychologist.
Okay.
So I can talk to people. I can't diagnose, I can't prescribe medication, but I can talk to you, like maybe if you've got problems.
Yeah.
I'm like a therapist.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's very fun, but I don't do much one-on-ones anymore. Don't really have much of a database like that anymore.
Okay.
But I do mental health talks.
Okay.
I'm actually doing one at a university soon.
Okay.
One of the universities in Mbombela on Monday, if not Tuesday. Yes. So I do mental health talks. And I actually enjoy that the most because I get to engage with the larger crowd and not just one person,
Yeah.
I feel like if it can impact more people at once, that's perfect. And then I'm also a YouTuber. I love that part so much.
I love it.
I love that. Thank you.
Travel girly.
Yeah, I enjoy it so much because I get to talk to, once again, everyone at once. It's not just like, a one-on-one. I get to just speak however I want to speak.
Yeah.
People see my life however I want them to see it. So I really enjoy being a YouTuber. And it's paying off. I've got a shorts manager.
Okay.
And, they invite me for a few events and, to do things. So I think that's, I really enjoy that the most. And then I'm also an author sometimes.
Yes, author.
Yeah. But I want to expand more. I feel like I'm not doing much to get the book out there.
Okay.
So I think I'm going to work on that a lot this year.
Yeah.
And I'm also doing events, so I MC. I also enjoy that part. Oh my gosh, I love that.
And I mean, you have a beautiful voice.
Thank you. Yeah, no, yeah, I do. I love it so much. So I enjoy that. Every year I'm adding to my CV of MCing.
Yeah.
So like 2 years ago, I emceed a wedding for the first time.
Okay.
So one thing I haven't emceed is a funeral. I'm grateful for that. I think it's a blessing in disguise.
Really?
And then I was like, says, no. So I'm grateful for that. So yeah, but I do a lot of 21st or like parties, 50th, 60th. I do all of that. And then I'm a wife.
Yes, man.
So that's fun. That's really interesting. And I'm just enjoying being an aunt to my nephews and nieces. Yeah. I've got a new niece.
Aww.
Yeah, she's only 6 months. So that's cute. Yeah.
That is so cute.
Yeah. So that's what I'm basically doing right now. Yeah.
All right. So your social media pages, could you please tell us your social media pages so we can follow you?
Please. So it's Nolwazi or Ngomane everywhere. So your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, your TikTok, everywhere. And then for the counseling page, it's Nolwazi Ngomane Counseling on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I don't have Twitter there, and then that's basically who I am. Oh, and Nolwazi and Menzi. I'm putting it in there for my husband and I on TikTok and Instagram. We're just creating a lot of couple and fun, content. So those are my social media pages.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today. This was such a cute, beautiful interview.
Thank you so much.
I hope you did too.
I did. I really did. And I'm so happy to be like the first guest. Oh my gosh, Sendumlan.
And there you have it. It is definitely a wrap from me and Nolwazi. I hope you did enjoy our company and do stay tuned. More is coming. Don't forget to comment, like, share, and subscribe. And from me to you, signing out. Love and light.
She's a great addition to the family. Yeah. I'm so happy to have done this with you. I feel like we shy and I hope that we every episode and I hope that because also I don't see a guest because the energy is a guest, so I hope that so that it flows, be right, be comfortable, and you killed it.
Thank you so much. So did you.
Okay, when you're in the podcast then
Chakaza Mbali bebachakazisa Nolwazi
congratulations on your first episode. Siyabonga kakhulu. Ngiyabonga ukuba part of the first episode futhi. Chakaza Mbali. I was watching the young girl right there and cricket kuphela. Ufuna ngaphasothi ndompoacher ne. Ngamphathi kahle.
Okay.
Umona gcwele skipper ngelanga.
No, abakakuva ngifuna kubachela. Utshele someone kuthena sekunemuntu kamphochile bengithi mina utophoche Nolwazi senyalo sekubambile okay
congratulations on the first episode.
No, siyabonga.
You want to tune in, you want to subscribe, that's in comment, like, share and subscribe.